Hey, this is Corey from Wolfpack Woodcraft, and today we're going to continue with the 10C series, but now we're going to switch from the last 5 C's, which are candling, compass, cotton, cargo tape, and canvas needle, and we're going to focus on the first 5 C's. Now, these first 5 C's are crucial to have in your kit. Every kit should start with the first 5 C's because those are the most important in my opinion. The first 5 C's are a cutting tool, a combustion device, a container, cordage, and cover. Now, the 10 C's started with the first 5, and these last 5 that we've gone over already were added later. So I want to put more emphasis on the first 5 C's and why you should carry them over anything else. So stay tuned. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about the cutting tool, which is, in my opinion, one of the most important pieces of kit you can carry, right? Your cutting tool is what's going to help build shelter. It's what's going to help prepare food. It's what's going to help build fire. It's going to help with all the key things it takes to be comfortable and sustain yourself in the woods. All those tasks are going to be much easier with your cutting tool. Okay, so for me, fire is a huge part of me being comfortable in the woods. It keeps the bugs away, it keeps other animals away, it helps to prepare food, it helps with water, potable, you boil water to make it potable. There's a lot of things that fire provides, and so your cutting tool should be able to help with fire making and other things. Okay, so like my BK9, now this is a large blade, and so what I can do with this knife is it's well balanced, it's very comfortable, but it's big enough to where I can baton large pieces of wood down into kindling, and it can also do a lot of fine work. Now, the possibilities of this knife are endless. It can do a lot of work, right? It's a good chopper. It's good at finer tasks. It's good at batoning, but it's not the best at fine carving. It's not the best chopper, but it can and it will do it. I've done it tons of times. It's full tang. It's 1095, so I don't have to worry about it breaking. The Becker BK series are known for how tough and durable they are. So this, if I had to choose one cutting tool to bring with me, this would be the system that I choose. Same with, well, there's also the BK2. Now this is a big, thick, heavy piece of steel, right? Now this one, it can chop, but not as well as the BK9. It can do fine tasks, but not very well. It can baton, but it very small pieces because the blade's not very long. If you want to know the exact specs, just check the links below. I don't have it all written out here, but I'll have all these items in the links below and you can learn more through those. But so you have a big, robust knife that can do a lot. This is a jack of all trades, master of none, where this one is a batoning beast. If you're into batoning, this will get it done, right? So this is my preferred knife if I could only have one. If you're into chopping, I have a Jessica X, a Schrade Jess X. Now this is a chopping beast. I use this for yard work. If I need to trim down some brush or delimb some trees or You know, I use this quite a bit actually. It's fun to use. It has the different hand positions to do different things, and I don't know. It's not my cup of tea. It's not balanced right for me. It's not comfortable to do different things. But if chopping is your main goal and everything else just is kind of secondary, this is a very good option, right? Where this, my BK9, if batoning is your main focus and everything else is secondary, this is a good option, right? And then the BK2, if you don't want something as big, this is a good option, but it's very heavy and it's very reliable, right? If weight is your concern, maybe you want a Mora Companion. This thing is feather light. It's super, super light. But this isn't gonna chop at all. It's not gonna chop very well at all. Fine carving is huge. This thing can feather stick and fine carve better than most of these knives on this table, right? They call it the Mora Companion because you companion it up with a bigger knife, right? So I would carry a BK9 for batoning and chopping and stuff, and then the Mora Companion would be its companion. It would come with for the lighter, more detailed work. And so this is a good option if weight is your main concern. Now, if you want something kind of in the middle, the Tops Bob is that nice middle ground. It's lighter than the BK2, but it's full tang and more robust than the Mora Companion, right? It can take a lot more of a beating. You can baton with this knife, which you shouldn't baton with the Mora because it's not full tang and the handle might not hold up. But it's full tang, it's much lighter than the BK2, and it can still do everything the BK2 can, and it's easier to do the fine work like the Mora can. Okay, it's not going to be as heavy and as durable as the BK2, and it's not going to feather and do fine work as well as the Mora, but it's a nice middle ground if you want looking for something for both. And then if you have the money, LT Wright Genesis. This is the Larry Roberts Signature Edition, but the Genesis is another very good option. This is a very lightweight, very strong, durable knife, right? Now this isn't going to be a very good chopper, but this can do it. There's a little bit of heft to it, so it's going to be a little bit easier than with this Companion, because this Companion's feather light, where this one's got a little bit more weight to it. You know, you can get a little more wrist action out of it. The handle is so comfortable. You could do work for hours with this knife without your hand fatiguing out on you. And there's a lot of features to this when doing woodwork, right? And so this is my favorite knife. When I go in the woods, I try to carry my LT Wright Genesis and my BK9, right? So I have something for heavy tasks, and I have a knife. This is usually hooked up to my belt. So I have a belt knife, and then I have a secondary big blade that comes with me. Now, if I was out in unfamiliar territory, or if I was out walking, I'd probably hook this up to my belt, because this can do just as much as this can. Not nearly as easy, but it can do it. Plus I have the additional kit here. They both have a ferro rod. Most of my knives have a ferro rod on them, but I have a Altoids tin survival kit that stays on this knife. So this system would come with me. It's not so much that the knife can handle what I need it to handle, but this system should be able to handle anything. So a cutting tool is a very important piece of kit. It's probably the most, in my opinion, because like I said, with it you can build shelter and fire and everything else. And so your basic needs can be met with a cutting tool, right? Because if you can make a bow drill or a hand drill, I can't, but if you could, all you would need is a cutting tool, because you could make shelter. So food, water, and shelter. You'd be able to make shelter, you'd be able to process game, and you'd be able to create fire with your cutting tool. So your cutting tool is a very key piece of equipment in getting your basic needs in life. So those are my thoughts and opinions on cutting tools. Now, if you want to learn more, make sure to go to the website at www.wolfpackwoodcraft.com, where you can leave all your opinions and your knowledge on knives. Also, make sure to leave your knowledge and your questions in that comment section. Make sure to like and share these videos so that we can spread that knowledge to the people we care about most. And as always, don't forget to subscribe and come join the pack. I'll have a new video every Sunday and Thursday, and I can't wait to hear what you have to say on the next one. Thanks, guys.